All the hard work I've put in is starting to pay off. Today is the day I get to battle Billy Edwards for the starting quarterback role. I can't believe it, but I've still got to go out there and play well enough to win the job. Same deal as last time. If I win 2 of the 3, I'll be the starter heading into our next game. First drill is my least favorite, Scramble Survive. I haven't exactly mastered this one yet, and today was no exception. It's one thing to scramble away from pressure in a game scenario, but it's different when you're doing it trying to stay alive as long as you can to make something happen in a game. I'm not looking to do that a ton, honestly. I want to either keep a play alive a little longer to make a pass, or I'm taking off my own. Quick split-second choices I think is the difference here and why I struggle so much with it. So I went down 0-1 early. Second drill was the pass skeleton. No pressure in this one, but I am timed to get the ball out. The defense really gave me a challenge in this one, but I wouldn't expect anything less from the first team guys. They're really good. I had to take what they gave me a lot of the time today, which is what Coach Hunter keeps drilling into us. Take what the defense gives you. You don't need to go for the big play every time. Sometimes, though, you are going to have to make the wrong choice, especially when there's nothing there. No matter what you do, it's all wrong. That happened a few times, but it also feels really good to take a shot and have it pay off. Sometimes those are the plays that get you in the zone, you know? And once you get in that zone, you feel unstoppable. I think that's what it's going to take to not only be great at this level, but having that confidence to do it when you see the chance to. That carried me through this drill as I tied it up at 1 apiece. One more drill and it's pocket presence. The focus here was just trying to hone in on my footwork and making the pass. Never mind the tension coming in, because this drill result determines if I'll get my first start this next game. I wanted it so badly. Like I said last time, this is why I came here. All of this, I believe, is making me a better player. Having to start off as a third string quarterback to now being here in this moment, they have a chance at being the starter is just wild to me. Something I actually figured out during this experience was hitting the different spots on the target. Maybe make different throws. Before, I was just slinging it. This time, I wanted to see what would happen and trying to put more touch on some of these throws. And I can't lie, they were not surprised getting a few inner rings and a bullseye. After all that, though, I did it. I am now the starting quarterback. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. I called my parents after everything was done, and my mom let out the biggest happy scream I've ever heard in my life. She was so happy for me, and she wanted to know when our first game was and who it was against. I told them it was against USC, and they said they'd be there no matter what. I can't wait to get out there. Game day is finally here. Taking the field with the guys as a starter felt much different than before. It felt like the crowd was much louder, the band was even crazier than usual, and my hands were shaking like leaves, I can't even lie to you. I've got a chance to lead our guys to our first Big Ten Conference win, and my first few drives I was not comfortable at all. Call it nerves or whatever, but it was my first day out here. Poor reads, taking some bad sacks, and holding on to the ball too long at times. It was not good. I gotta give credit where it's due though. The Trojans' defense really gave me a warm welcome to college football. They even fooled me on a read option too. I did manage to complete my first pass late in the first quarter. It took a hard hit too, and got up in the passer call as a result. That first quarter was not the start I envisioned, but it was what I had to work with. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold, and that's exactly how I felt coming into the second quarter. I think Coach could tell too, because he started calling a lot of run plays for Hemby, which I wasn't mad about at all, honestly. Let him set the tone for us, and hell, let him finish the job out too, man. On 3rd and goal, he got us our first touchdown of the game, and we're up 9 on the Trojans. Sometimes all it takes is one set of plays like that to get you in a slight groove. Now, I won't say I hit a magic button or anything after that, but on my next drive I did complete one of the best passes so far on a big 3rd and 9, then had a successful play on a 2nd and 12 read option that actually worked out this time. That felt good, I can't even lie. And because I was feeling myself after those 2 plays, I tried taking a deep shot to the end zone and it almost worked, man. That would have been a crazy way to get my first career touchdown pass, but it was not meant to be, I guess. I would get the touchdown pass anyway later in the drive, hitting a corner route in the end zone, and the place exploded. That felt amazing, and it was validating for me. We're up by 16 over USC. It's insane. I didn't expect USC to go away easy, and they did not at all. It was 19-10, and I don't know how in the world this pass didn't get picked off when I threw up my ass got all big like, oh no! But somehow Caden came away with it and scored. If that first touchdown pass I threw sent the crowd crazy, this one for sure did too. Our lead was growing again, and maybe, just maybe, we get our first conference win of the season with a few more drives like this. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball. That's all that was going through my mind with a 17-point lead. But what do? The exact opposite, of course. My first interception was a painful one. Made a poor choice misreading the corner, and as I expected, I paid for it. Those are the kind of plays that just have to take an extra second if I have it to see what he does. The USC scored, and then you know what's worse about making a mistake? Repeating it, and that's exactly what happened. I can't believe I did it again. This was also something Coach talked about, taking what the defense gives us. I didn't do that. I tried to make a big play for no reason. Then to make matters worse, just much worse, on our very next drive, we do a lot right but fumble the football, and it's our third turnover in a row. This is getting bad. We were up 16 at one point, and I'll only get a few more chances to make it right. A minute 45 left in this game against USC. Things started off well enough, but then I took a big sack the very next play. Better believe I soaked hard in the ice after this game. 47 seconds left, 3rd and 2, we convert. I wanted to take a shot, but I heard Coach's voice, take care of the ball, hit the check down, hit the easy yards. We might actually have this, I say to myself. Deep breath. 10 seconds left, 4th and 2, game on the line, and I get sacked for the 6th time. That's how we lose. Devastated. That's not how I wanted my first game to go at all. We were so freaking close, man. After the game, a local TV reporter, Donna Harper, reached out to me wanting to know what needs to change to break the losing streak we are on. I know I'd only played in this game prior to, so not the eternity of the streak was on me, but this game in particular, I felt it was. So I took the blame. Now that I'm starting quarterback, these are the kind of things I'll have to deal with. My dad told me that when I saw him after the game, the pressure, the blame, and everything in between, I have to be better. On Sunday, I got a text from a local business called the Renewal Wellness Center. They specialize in helping to decrease re-aggravating injuries in athletes, and they wanted me to appear in some videos to help promote them after I work with them to report my findings to the community, basically over the next 8 weeks. I decided to take it, since maybe I'd get a chance to learn some new ways to help my body recover after practicing games. Who knows? Maybe I'll share some tips with the team too. Can't hog all the info after all. Our Big Ten conference schedule continued on the road against Minnesota. We were still searching for that elusive first conference win, and if we're going to get it, I knew I needed to be better than last week. I can't throw 2 crucial picks or take 6 sacks again. Our opening drive was very run heavy, but that's something I think we needed to do. Hemby is a really great back for us, and getting him acclimated early in the defense's mind will only help later on. I even got to take off on an option run and get a key first down using my legs, and then I made some good smart throws, and a dangerous one of course, to get us down the field too. We got all the way to the Gophers' 2-yard line, and Roman Hemby flew through the air for a touchdown. Great way to start this game and give us some much-needed positivity on the road. We were feeling really good after the touchdown drive, as you'd expect, right? Having that first drive go as well as it did, I think gave us a feeling that maybe this would be a better day. But we got brought back down to earth real quick when I threw a huge third-down interception. I got tunnel vision, and I just stared down Felton. Looking back at the film now, maybe I could have thrown it up the field to him, and I would have worked out better in that small window. I don't know. What I do know is that Minnesota's D-line was insane. They really made it tough on us to get going. Running lanes were very hard to come by at times, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to throw either. I was extremely uncomfortable. Between the crowd noise and the defense, it was a rough first half. There was a play where I had to scramble for my life because their big guys got through, and in a weird way, all those scramble survive drills I've done so far paid off in that moment right there. One of those, man, moments, you know? A different kind of man moment happened just a few plays later. Preston was wide open in the end zone. Surefire score until he dropped it. He came back to the huddle and apologized, but probably my fault too. I could have made a better throw. A screen pass on our next play sets us up for a 1st and goal, and then a jet pass to Shalik, and it's gritty time in the end zone. I don't think his is as good as Justin Jefferson's. Don't tell him I said that. But what matters is that we took the lead heading into halftime. That lead didn't last long since the Gophers would tie it up, and I tried to once again fit a ball where I probably shouldn't have and got picked off. I had to try and get in there on the tackle to save a touchdown, but that was 2 more picks in this game for me. 4 total on my season. Every throw is a learning experience, and I have to remember I'm still a freshman. I'm going to make these mistakes. Coach Hunter told me he still believed in me. But then on the very next drive, I threw another interception. I was under heavy pressure and panicked trying to make a play. That's one where maybe I should have just taken the sack and lived to fight another down. Lucky me though, I get a few more chances with the 4th quarter coming up. Very first play of the 4th quarter, I was under pressure as I had been all game. I took off and broke a tackle from behind, but took a hard hit right after and lost the ball. 3 turnovers again in my 2nd game as a starter. This time, all 3 my fault. That's so frustrating, man. On next drive though, I was able to put it in the rearview mirror on 3rd and 5. This was a huge play for us, not only putting us deep in their own territory, Roman Hemby got himself a touchdown in the process, making it 23-21. Sadly though, that's where this one ended. We overcame so much between the 3 turnovers and everything, just fell 2 points short. I should be a little more sad about this one due to how close this game was, but I'm glad we were able to end it on a high note as an offense. Right now, as I write this out, that's all that matters to me the most, because despite falling to 0-5 in the Big Ten, we can build on that, and we will.